So the Orioles won 101 baseball games last year. We just got a close-up view of them over the weekend. They've now called up the number one prospect in all of baseball, Jackson Holliday, who looks like he's about 6 years old. He's also Matt Holliday's kid, which makes me feel like I'm 100 years old. Boy, did Matt Holliday kill the Pirates.
Wow, he does look young.
He looks like such a baby.
Gosh.
And this, my friends, is just brilliant service time manipulation. Like, that's all this is. They call up the number one prospect in all of baseball. He was ready to start the season with the big club. Of course he was. He's gone 14 for 42 in AAA in 10 games. That means he's hitting .333. He got 2 homers, 5 doubles, 12 walks. He's got an OPS over 1,000. I guess it was just the magical 10-game mark. That's it. You know what? He's ready.
Ready to go.
It's all about that extra year of control, which is why I don't kill the Pirates for not having Paul Skenes up here right now. Paul Skenes is probably one of the Pirates' 5 best starters. In fact, we could drop the probably. We've seen this guy. He was great in spring. He's been great through 2 starts in AAA. 3 innings in 1 start, 3 innings in the next, 11 strikeouts overall. Nobody's touching him. He's throwing 101 miles an hour with regularity. But I don't think he's going to be up in short order, guys. I've always said, get him up in May. If he's up in May, I think the Pirates are playing in October. I think he's that important, that valuable to what they're trying to do this year. But in each of his first 2 starts, he throws 44 pitches, 46 pitches, 3 innings he was capped in each. They are building him up very slowly. And if he goes 3 innings again in his next outing, I don't think you're going to see him again until June. I think they're tipping their hand then and telling you they really are going to be very slow building him up.
Do they need him? Will they need him? Say what? In about a month.
Yeah, I'll stand by my original point from before the season. If he's up in May, I think they're a playoff team. If he's not, I don't think that they are. Like, congratulations to Bailey Falter on his 1 inning of 1 performance, his 6 innings, basically a no-hit ball. That's great. He's the placeholder. And to get a win out of the placeholder, to get 2 actually in his starts, that's good. You don't give those wins back. They count all the same. But I don't think he's going to keep it up, and you can count on him every 5th day. I don't think Marco Gonzalez is going to be stellar every time out. Martin Perez was wonderful yesterday, but his career numbers would tell you he's more of just a guy than somebody that you can count on to eat innings for you and to be a shutdown guy. So I think the rotation's still a big question mark, and I was always counting on Paul Skenes to come up and kind of fix that. But if they're only going to have him go out there and throw 44, 46 pitches, 3 innings each time out, like, that doesn't give me any confidence that he's going to be up before June. Like, they want him to pitch every 5th day. That much I understand. He was pitching, every Friday at LSU. Like, so he'd have a full week between starts. It takes time for the body to get acclimated. I get that. We'll find out more his next time out. The next time he pitches, do they let him go over that 50-pitch plateau? Do they let him go 4 innings? Do they slowly start to ramp him up, or is it going to be 3 innings again, and then 3 innings, and then 4? And then how many times is it 4? I'm interested to see, but I do think it'll be telling.
I haven't had the chance to talk to you because I missed yesterday.
Yeah.
Mitch Keller, he pitched the other night. Where do you still have a question mark around him?
I do, but it made me exhale. It made me exhale for sure. I don't know that he was as good as his stat line would indicate either, but it's a huge step in the right direction. Now go out there and replicate it. That's what you're getting paid the big bucks for, is to go out there and replicate that. But had he had a 3rd straight really bad start, oh, man, I'd have been full-bore panic mode. He put a pin in it for now. Now go out there and do it again. If he wasn't pitching well and all the names that I've just mentioned are still who they are, now you're thinking, you need Skenes up here. You need him up here early May.
Yes.
Hopefully, you're 6 games up on 500 right now. Should have been more. You're 6 games up on 500 right now. If you're around 500, a game above or right around it, you're going to be in this division, even though the division's playing better than I think most of us thought coming in. It does afford you the luxury of bringing him along slowly. I don't think it should affect anything. I think the way he pitches should be the only determining factor. But maybe they do view it that way. That they're winning baseball games, why rush him up to the bigs?
That's kind of what I think that they're doing. I mean, there's no point. And I mean, you could look at it at both lenses. Like, okay, do you want him to be a part of the process whenever you're winning, or do you want him to be a part of the process whenever you're not winning and you somewhat need another arm, a big arm, especially a young guy like him? Like, I don't know which one would benefit more. But I still think that my intuition is telling me that if they keep playing well, it's just going to push him farther down the line.
It definitely makes it easier for them to keep him down in AAA. Like, there's no doubt about it. The push for Henry Davis last year from us in the media, and Andy Rodriguez from us in the media, and Quinn Priester from us in the media, and from fans alike was, all right, the season's starting to go down the tubes. You need help. Mm-hmm. And they didn't rush those guys. Even though they did need help, I do think this year's different. I do think they should be very good. Just listen to Rowdy Tellez talk.
Yeah.
Read what Jason Mackey wrote yesterday. Martin Perez basically grabbed the team and said, we're effing good. And grabbed the rotation and said, if we pitch well, we're bleeping good. We'll win a lot of games. It's going to come down to us. So I think there's an expectation level with this Pirates team that there wasn't last year. I'm interested to see Skenes' next start. And we just talked about the elbow injuries and how they're plaguing Major League Baseball. I don't think bringing him along slowly is exactly the worst thing. And he does need to be more efficient. 44 pitches and 46 pitches in 3 innings is a lot. Like, you extrapolate that out, we're talking about near 100 pitches for 6 innings. Like, that is a lot of pitches for a guy that you want to be very careful with. I do want to see them incrementally increase it, though. Like, it can't be 3. No. I get he's only got so many innings in that arm, and you want the bulk of them to be up here at the Major League level, but if you don't ramp him up, he can't come up here.
Right.
Like, you can't have Paul Skenes come up here and throw 3 innings a night. You can't have him come up here and throw 4 innings a night. He needs to be able to go 5-6 innings. I don't know that we're going to see him pitch into the 7th or 8th inning at all this year, and that's probably smart, given the state of baseball and elbows. But you can't get him here if there's no growth. Like, what's the thing in weightlifting, progressive overload?
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, and I'm such a weightlifter, Dorin.
Yeah, you are.
You've got to start. Okay, now you're going to go 4 innings. Maybe you do that for a couple starts, and then you're going to go 5. Like, you can be careful without being as careful as they are being right now. That's all.